right, everybody, I am here showing you some tips and tricks on a calculator on how to do square roots as well as squaring numbers. So to get used to this, it depends on obviously the calculator that you are using, but again, if you would like any more videos on this kind of stuff, you can find them on my YouTube, my TikTok, and my Instagram at YouWantAlgebra. These are going to be located in the roots and exponents section of my playlist. So I have this calculator right here. So we'll start off with this. It's a TI-30XA. It's just a plain old scientific calculator. Now, I already have the answers in here for you. The point of this is really just to show you how to use the calculator and how to kind of get comfortable with it. So when we're taking a look at something like over here, the square root of 35, all we're doing really here to get this 1225 is just saying 35 times itself. So 35 times 35. Now, people ask me, well, can't I just use that on a calculator? Yeah, you could, but when you start using higher exponents, it's a little trickier. So the calculators, this particular calculator right here, the square button, there is a square button. So this little x squared button right here is the button you're gonna use when you're squaring any numbers. So what you do is you just type in 35, you hit that x squared button, and you see your answer, 1225. So you don't have to do anything fancy. 17 squared, you just do 17, type in 17, and then hit the square button, and there's your 289. Now, it's fine, 8.3, you got a nice little decimal, type in 8.3, hit the square button, bam, 68.89. So this works, obviously, for all of these answers. Now, question is right here, these are a little bit trickier. Now, when you're dealing with these, put the x, now this obviously, for some reason this calculator does not do it the way I want it to, but it doesn't do this. Certain calculators, with the parentheses around it, squaring it, notice that 40 is negative inside of this parentheses, which is saying negative 40 times negative 40. Now in this particular calculator, it does not do this. So when you hit the square root button, or the square button, you get the positive number. The difference between this and this is huge. The negative sign, if you're looking at it really closely, is inside of the parentheses. That means that the whole number, negative 40, is the number that's getting squared. Number 6 is very different because there's no parentheses around it. So what a calculator usually does, and this particular calculator does not do that, is it takes the number that you have the exponent attached to, in this case the 4, and it squares that number. Now, without the parentheses around it, it's going to say 4 squared, which is 16. The reason why this is negative 16 is because there's no parentheses around it. If the parentheses was around the negative 4, then it'd be negative 4 times negative 4. This essentially is saying a negative 1 times 4 squared. So you do the 4 squared first, the exponent goes first, 4 times 4, but then this negative goes after the fact. So if that's the difference between parentheses and not parentheses. If this did not have parentheses around it and there was just negative 40 squared, this answer would be negative 1600. So it's very tricky. It's a slight difference, but parentheses around a negative number indicates that it is a negative times a negative, whereas this without the parentheses means it's a positive times a positive, and then after the fact, you attach that negative as the answer. If you want more questions, like I said, find these on my YouTube, my Instagram, and my TikTok, and I'm going to do a part 2 with showing you how to do the square roots of numbers after the fact.